How's that for some morning hair? That's sexy. Mm-mm. How's everybody doing this morning? Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Jamie from Michigan. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Who wants a concert? How's everybody doing? Hi, Dana. Wait, Dana Aponte, I swear, I feel like I grew up with her. But I think she was Dana Horta. I think so. Hi, Liz. Okay. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I hope everybody is well this morning and everybody slept well. At least slept better than I did. I had one of those parenting, like literally parenting nightmares last night. I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to spare you the funky details, but it was just not pretty. It was just not pretty. Did you ever have one of those parenting experiences where you literally think to yourself, I'm not cut out for this. I am not cut out for this. I'm not going to make it. That was me last night. I take my coffee in a mug, hot, with a splash of either soy creamer or coconut creamer because I can't drink dairy. I don't know how many of you saw the buttermilk fried chicken video last night, but it was a lot of fun and the food was delicious. So good. You guys have got to make that chicken. I'm going to post the recipe today. Anyway, so I want to take you back to a rough time in my marriage. Well, Michael and I have had a lot of rough times in our marriage. I don't really know how Michael and I have stayed together. Honestly, I really do not know. I think there's a lot of people who probably look at their spouse and go, how have we made it? I don't know how we make it, right? Well, anyway, one of the things that was weighing us down was the talks. I felt like I was talking. Then I felt like I was never being heard. He would agree to everything I said and then do nothing. And I would imagine that you guys have had conversations with your spouse that you feel fall on deaf ears where you're like, did you hear me? Are you listening? Hello? Is there an exchange here of conversation? And what I had came to find out is that every time I would say to Michael, I want to talk to you, or we need to talk, he would immediately shut down. He would shut down. He would sit in the room with me physically and listen, but he was not really hearing me. He was not really hearing me. He was present, but he wasn't present. But I didn't know that. So there I was, talking, and expecting change and wanting to feel listened to. And there was Michael looking right at me, nodding his head. And I'm thinking, oh, he's really listening to me now. We're connecting here. Then he would walk out of the room and nothing would be different. And I'm like, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? And I would sit down and I would look at him and I would say, did you hear me say this? He would say, yes. Did you say you were going to do this? Yes. But you didn't do it? No. Okay. So many times over the years that we were trying to get on the same page, I literally was like, I need a divorce. I want a divorce. Why am I still in this marriage? I am so profoundly unhappy. I am so tired of... Have you ever said this? I'm so tired of listening to myself talk. I don't even want to hear myself explain what I need in the marriage anymore. Because you're not listening. And I'm like talking to myself. I'm saving myself in the marriage, nothing else. So I started to think, what is it? When do I lose Michael? When am I losing him in these conversations? Okay, listen. And I started to realize that, first of all, my approach was very intimidating to him. Okay? The real snowflakes in life, I'm going to tell you right now, are men. I'm just putting it out there. They're strong physically, but like mentally and emotionally. This is why we need to love our sons so they're not uncomfortable with love and conversation. But I realized that my approach was intimidating to him. Okay? As soon as I would say, I need to talk, I want to talk to you, anything like that, Michael would shut down. So they don't like to feel spoken at or lectured, right? So I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't work. So what I have found is the absolute best way to get Michael's real attention and get him to be receptive, because you have to meet people where they are. So many women say, well, I don't want to have to baby him, and I don't want to have to sugarcoat it, and I don't want to have to tiptoe around and make sure he has a drink. Do you want results, or do you just want to talk? That's your choice. What's your choice? So I say to my kids, what's your choice? If you want results, you have to meet people where they are. So I realized that Michael did much better when he had a drink, was sitting down, and felt like the conversation was going to be chit chat. Okay? How's your day? What happened? Have real questions planned. If you have something you need to talk to your husband or boyfriend about, and you're going to start the chit chat, make sure you have something to talk about, right? So here's an example. Michael was sitting here the other night, and we were talking about spring break, and I wanted to have a conversation with him about money, finances. Now, if I tell Michael, we need to talk about finances, shut down, systems down. So, yes. So, and I have your breakfast coming, okay? I need you to do me a favor. Can you go in your room and take all your sheets off your bed and throw them down to me? And get me your night-night too. Because I need you to. And you need socks, lover. Do you know how to pull your sheets off? Yeah. Okay, thank you, lover. Okay, so, sorry, let me get back. Okay, so I broached the subject of spring break with Michael. And I say to Michael, spring break are these dates. I was thinking we could go to Florida. Ace, gross. To save money, we could stay at my mom's. You know, my mom could go to Ken's, whatever. I'm just making small talk. And he's like, no. And now he feels invested in the conversation because he feels like he's got to contribute to the plan. We start talking, and I casually say to him, do you think that a trip for spring break is smart since we are trying to save money to expand our kitchen? I just, I was trying to do the math, and I know that we want to expand our kitchen in May. And I figure a trip for spring break will probably cost about this much, which sets us back this, and he participated in the conversation. He didn't feel threatened. He didn't feel defensive. He felt like it was chit chat, and I got the responses that I needed from him, the information about finances that I needed from him, the participation that I needed. I felt like he actually was like listening. Had I sat down and said to him, we need to talk. Like, I don't feel comfortable about the amount of money coming and going in the house. As soon as I would start that, so I learned that chit chat can really save your marriage. But don't always chit chat with your significant other just when you have an agenda. Chit chat in the morning over coffee, but mornings are hard because we're all trying to get our kids out the door. Chit chat at night when they go to bed. If you don't drink, then I don't know. Color. That's a real thing. Adults are coloring now. or just clean up the kitchen together, empty backpacks, put snacks in for the next day, but just chit chat about just chit chat about your day, chit chat about what's on your mind. Ask little questions that require minimal answers. Men are not, they're not like women where we just want to like lay it all out there and swim in our, in our feelings. Like you could talk to a girlfriend and have like, you tell a girl you need to talk, she's like, honey, tell it to me. All of it. I'm here for it. You tell a man you need to talk, he's like, oh my God, how fast can I get out of here? How fast can I get out of here? All right. Chit chat literally saved my marriage. It became the only way that Michael and I could communicate. And it is the easiest way for he and I to address the important issues with our children, with our marriage, with our families, with our finances. No, honey, they go in the laundry room, not in my room. Silly goose. But thank you so much for taking your sheets off your bed and listening to me. Thank you. So remember what I'm saying. Chit chat. There is so much bonding that happens over those small conversations. If I could change my behavior, you could change yours. Because believe me, I was the queen of, oh, hell no. Park it. We need to talk. You're going to listen to me. Because I was the chick that needed to be heard. And my husband was like, it's like a robot. Jamie needs to be heard. It's just a different way to think about it. That's all. It may not work for you, but it worked for us. And, oh, I did tell her to bring them to me, didn't I? I said, bring them to me. I meant, in my mind, I meant the laundry room. You guys know I'm tired. All right, so I'm going to go make pancakes. But I just want, and chit chat works for other people besides your husbands too, by the way. Works for bosses, works for friends. Are you going on the trip? I don't know yet. I'd like to go on the trip, but I also really need to get my kitchen extended because my poor son literally cannot fit around the kitchen table anymore. So we need more space in our kitchen, and we're not moving because I love my house. Okay. I love you guys so much today. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, which means you're halfway there. So I love you guys. Have a great, great day.